Set, go. So we started with our lips. Lips need to be good if you want to have a very nice drone that hardly costs any air. So you want to make your edges of your lips tight. This outwards, together, little puh, you get your drone. And the drone is somewhere in between. Is my drum. The C would be more like, that would be around the C. So that is important, especially if you want to do this sharp harmonics, like E, E, E. If you don't have your lips sharp, you won't be able to get. And also it costs less air. So if you do my kind of playing style, always start with these really flat cheeks. Then we looked at toots. So what I do is I basically roll my lips a little bit inwards, and if I go higher, I always sort of feel like the airflow is more down. So to do it as soft as possible. It's a very good exercise, so you don't do it so much with your air, but really with your lips. You search sort of the really the breaking point. There it slides nicely in. And then if you can really control that, you go to a second. I feel like my lips are very tight, but the angle is going down a little bit. They were apart a little bit too much, so I had to put them together. That's the going up, so that really feels like going the angle down of air flow. And then we have the opposite, which is that going to the drop octave and pedal tones. So what happens here, my edges are here, but when I go to lower notes, this is going forward together with my jaw, because you want to maintain a connection with that bottom lip that needs to go all the way there to make big flaps, yeah? So you have this drone. To make it powerful also costs a lot of air, so you do want to maintain this tight. So it's also a search, where is it? And from there we did this to do circular breathing on it. You want to try to do so it's really controlling the airflow, and this is with any wind instrument. You can do circular breathing. You have to find the timing of the pushing out. It doesn't need to go fast, it doesn't need to go slow, it doesn't need to go gentle, you know. It's really, that's a search, and every instrument is going to be different. Okay, that's the lip part. Then we went into the cheek part. So then we're actually releasing this, but we want to start flat, and we were releasing it really with control first. Was working a little bit. We actually did it because I love isolations to keep your tongue on an A. Nice exercise. We did it faster. Also the airflow stays the same. So if you go with this exercise, you go ha ha, it's not working. And then the tongue at the push, the cheeks going flat, the tongue goes to the palate, so you have that wah sound. That's a nice thing with your cheeks. It's a nice sound we use in the didgeridoo. And then we looked at the tongue. The tongue can create harmonics. So and try to find at least 10 in your play. So you have the E, and then you have probably 2 higher ones. That was 3 higher. My tongue goes really into the back of my throat. So if you can control that, you can do like melody lines with these sharp sounds, which is super cool. Then we did the R, and the R extra is like from the front, the Spanish R into the Dutch R, back to the front. So your tongue is really need to go from front to back. I was doing it outside with my voice, but inside I was doing it without my voice. Then we did tonguing, like T, 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 or ta, 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 or t, 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 or D, 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 da, 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 da. Single tonguing, double tonguing, ticka, 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 triple tonguing, ticka, 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 or Psy style, ticka, 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 dividing, you know, that tongue. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, ticka, taka, ticka, taka, ticka, 5, ticka, 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 or ticka, 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 ticka. 6, we have 2 versions, ticka, taka, tickety, takety, tickety, takety, or ticka, taka, ticka, ticka, taka, ticka, both 6. So you can divide using this also. Etc. Then tongue, did we do more things with the tongue? We did harmonics also with the cheeks and the tongue on the L, yeah? So we start flat cheeks, you expand your cheeks, and then you put an L, and then you have this metallic harmonic, remember? From there you play around with pressure, also feeling the air pressure in the back of your cheeks. Very fun. Then after the tongue, we probably did giggling or something. I don't know. Maybe we didn't do giggling, but giggling is always good exercise. Also releasing the diaphragm a little bit. And then voice. I'm sure we did voice. So voice, vocal cords of the didgeridoo, vocal cords of your body working together. Sounds nice in the didgeridoo. So we looked at as low as you can and as high as you can. And the motor of the voice is actually your stomach. Your stomach is here, your vocal cords are here. I don't know exactly, somewhere here, I think. Okay, so, but this part is actually doing the work, and this is trying to just close with gentleness and open a little bit more, making it tight and less tight. I think it's like this. I don't know, or like this. I think it's like this. Yeah, it's like this. So there's 2 chords there. Higher is tighter and lower is looser. But this is the controller, and you open as much as possible. So, and I really like that exercise that Susha was saying. A little slower. You don't have tension here. And yeah, if you want to go up, I visualize that movement. So this is the motor. And this is really the motor. And this I try to keep it open. Also, you see my jaw is not locked. No. Also in the didgeridoo, I really open my jaw if I want to get my voice really out. It's the same if I speak. If they're together, it's not very audible. But if I do the that way, it comes out. That's why we're a bit loud. No. But so in the didgeridoo, this is your motor. This can open if I want to make it loud. Less loud, yeah? So that's voice. I really love that you can sing the same notes, so you have to for sound waves the same length, and I like that you can have this interference sound. So I love this didgeridoo because you can do stuff like that. That's my note of my didgeridoo, so I'm gonna try to sing it perfectly. Vibration where it's just you sound wave clapping. So voice, wonderful, powerful, and very powerful if you perform. It's like this extra dimension of melody that you have, and like I always say, it's not used enough. All right. Then we did a lot of looking at breathing, because for me it's like the most important thing. Yeah, in non-traditional playing, using these big muscles to breathe. Yeah. So I am Buddha. Just sitting in relaxation. Yeah. My belly's out. It's soft. Yeah. So it's soft, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ha, and pushing it in, and relaxing it again. So my out breath is ha, my in breath is relaxation. Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati, it's yoga breathing. So look into it, do it, and get powerful with it. So this part just lays on my diaphragm here. Ha, ha. Ha 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 ma 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 yeah, this is the motor, and it's creating your rhythm. It's your motor that keeps on going. If you practice your motor doing weird rhythms, we played weird rhythms today, it's easy, yeah? Your body can easily comprehend ha and ha ha. And ha is 1, 2, and ha ha is 1, 2, 3. Because you also have this movement, ha, that's a movement or a timing, and ha ha, timing, yeah? So ha or gu is 1, 2. Gu, gu, 1, 2, 1, 2, and gu, gu, Gu gu is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and in the didgeridoo, yeah, it's the nice thing is with every out breath, this part is very much connected. So it's easy with every out breath to use your voice. That's what we did with Lukas, ma. But then we need an articulation for circular breathing. If you want to make it circular breathing, gu. So the tongue is in the back, opens on the u and goes to the front again. This is my ventility. What would that be in English? Valve, I think. So you have gu, 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 gu. It's working together, and closing the tongue in the back of your mouth will be able to make the air go through, especially if you have your cheeks puffed out. Motor is going, nothing happening here. Relax. Same with the voice, you need to work a little bit harder. And if I go with high voice, I'm expanding this part. So normally my rib cage is here, and if I want to do a lot of high voices, this expands. So I always have this sort of power pressure to make high voice. Yeah, so there's extra tension for the voice. After voice, on breathing, yeah, breathing. This man, if you can really get this pump to work, everything's going to be so easy. Everything that you play, it's just relaxation. Yeah, so you have work and nothing make the airflow back in. So this, go and get it into your body. Breathing. Oh yeah, we looked at the jaw. Very strong muscle, and especially if you combine it with your tongue, which we did. Ga, 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 out. Makes sense because the jaw goes up. The is the tongue closing, the air flows out. I can pronounce the because I can weekend words, yeah? So if you can't speak inwards, it's going to be so the articulation is there. I don't need my cheeks, so it's nice to again do isolations, cheeks totally flat or cheeks totally full. Sharp sound because the tongue is just closing on the yeah. Then we looked at the gaha, so we did a little giggle on the ga. So we had ga, ga, gaha, gaha. And then we also looked at quickly at the double wobble. So gaha yeah, so you close in 2 counts, but the breathing stays. You have a wobble. And with the cheeks out, it's Ellen Dargan's double wobble. I like it. Double wobble, but in the jaw version. Okay, so jaw, very powerful muscle. When your lips are perfectly in there, you use the mouthpiece to maintain the lips there, your jaw can move. Jaw, where did we go to from there? Yeah, we also quickly did like the soft tooth with voice and stuff, and the soft drone with voice. Oh yeah, soft lips, drone soft. There's two ways. One is to make that the vibration. It's okay. The vibration like as little as possible. So I still use this part, but I can try to only use that part. It's softer, yeah? It feels like it's the vibrations only in this small part. Okay, the other way was with a lot of air. So you actually do quite opposite. So you just want to have the airflow really big. Just maybe the lips touching a little bit. So more like. So it's like more a combination of air and lips. If you then put the voice, and I learned this from Lukasz, he's a master. So the drone is hardly there, but the voice is there, and then you can do the same on the tooth. Yeah, so that's a nice exploration, also lip and voice and air. You have something to add with this? Okay. Then we looked at the wobble for quite some time, and that was a combination of jaw and cheeks. So we had the ga-ha, and then we had the jaw goes up, and then the cheeks go flat. So we got. It was difficult for some people because it was difficult to just have this long relaxation where there's two things happening. So what we practiced a lot was, and I think it's a very good practice, mama, haha, gaha, whatever, you know, like haha, gaha, gaha, nothing, gaha, 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 gaha. And again, see if you can keep the lips good, because then it doesn't take too much air, otherwise it's going to be difficult. And that's the motor. And if the motor doesn't work with this, you're lost. You can cramp up, you can't get the speed. So. And with some people, if we were doing the you already, this last one, you hear the wa, yeah? So the really listen to yourself and see if maybe the fourth just appears. You don't have to do anything for it. Great. You just speed it up with this motor just being going. And faster, every movement gets smaller. So I show you. The belly movement gets smaller, the in my face, everything becomes smaller. Yeah, and we were talking also about the hyperspeed, that my body then will go into sort of imitating a slower breathing. So instead of this completely in balance, it goes in a little bit extra, comes out a little bit extra. So it's just imitating a slower breathing to, that's my survival mechanism for getting that.
So, and you think that this is serving just to the mind, or like also physically to the body, this imagination?
I think it physically works because I wasn't aware of it, that I was doing it, but I could just wobble like forever.
And it can same work with this fast taka waka, speedy,
yeah,
whatever.
Anything where it's like this.
Nice concept.
Yeah, it's interesting to explore. Okay, then we looked at traditional playing. Yeah.
Belly tooth.
Belly tooth. Thank you very much. Okay,
Yeah,
so and
that's
also.
my nemesis.
Okay, yeah, but also we did this on the ga. We did this this funny sound on the right. Then you push out the air. And you do a little bit of squeezing, but the lips stay out. And then you have that funny sound. And then we put a little bit of lips a little bit in, and then it became a toot. And I normally use my cheeks with it a little bit. Yeah, that's also what we did. And then the belly toot, it's basically belly breathing, which is like for you the bounce breath, goo, 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 goo. But instead of goo, it becomes boom. So there's a P, pushing down, blowing down, spitting down, and then you get the jaw up to make the drone, so it's supporting the bottom lip. And then with that you start to relax and breathe in. So it's instead of and very slow. So you want never the toots to the drone have a stop. So it's all connected. Yeah, never. Then if you speed up, keep the toot like super short. It's just like a hint of a toot, basically. Yeah, and again, if you do speed up, every movement becomes smaller. We did beatbox. Yeah, I thought you put it in my brain. Don't worry. Beatbox sounds we did. Oh yeah, that was the third toot. It's with the tongue between the lips, tightness in the lips. You pull back your tongue, you close your jaw. I call it the toot. And there's no extra air here, because then it's, and it's a different sound. Or very beautiful percussive, and we do two punch. Yep. You have to bite now. Okay, so and then we did the fun. Oh yeah, we did the sound Donald Duck K with Darth Vader, and we did Mappa. can think of, and we did the PF and the PS. Yeah, and the rhythm we played around with was doom doom tap doom doom shh. Was like improv, and then we did this other rhythm. The other rhythm was boom shika boom boom shika boom shika boom boom shika. Yeah, so we had these two rhythms, the boom shika and the doom doom tapete. The boom shika is also much longer. So there's this really cool something happening, nice intricate putting this rhythm together. So that was the, yeah, more or less right. Then we looked at some traditional playing, and one of the basic things is Didgeridoo. And the tongue really has to go backwards, and then you have a breathing in. Didgeridoo, didgeridoo. This is just the story here, and again hard tongue, so you want to make it with your tongue like. Then the durlong we made with this voice where you get the interference. And then we looked at yeah. So the breathing in is not like Western relaxation, but actually you want to keep your whole core powerful, and then the breathing in goes to pelvic floor. So then the breathing in part. Everything becomes more powerful, and then we made the dip really powerful from. Made it into and this one is the T, so you stop it. So small, big stop, and then in a faster version, but slow, fast. So that's the first part, or can be. Yeah, that's you see my core coming up. It's just my breathing in down there. Yeah, so there's, if you played sort of contemporary style, you don't have that feeling of I'm a big Aboriginal person. Yeah? Yeah, and that hut can easily become a toot. You just have to just make your lip tight instead of extra releasing to make that huge sound. Then we looked at compositions, and we clapped first of all pear, apple, apple. And then we clap, Lucas is champion, Didgeridoo Camp is wonderful, ta 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 ta. And then we clapped, we do the non-Dutch version, which is 1 double, 1 double, 1 2 3, 1 double, 1 double, 1 2 3. Yeah. Okay, so we looked at rhythms. So if I play only 1 double, 1 double, 1 double, 1 double, what rhythm do I clap? It's just like a little somebody. Go, 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 go. You played it. You played it.
I know.
What did we play?
I don't know.
Okay.
Come next year again, man.
Yeah, you have to
This is
come.
horrible.
Okay, so we played goo,
I'll be back.
breathing, goo, breathing, right?
5.
Oh yes. All right. So this concept is super interesting. Really, goo is 2 counts, goo 3 counts. Poof. Yeah. Get it into your system. That's our little helper on maths of mathematics of making rhythms. So goo is 8 counts because after the 5 we have another 3. Yeah. So just see building blocks of 1s, 1 2s, and 1 2 3s. So if I do the goo 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 goo. How many goos do I have and how many goos do I have? And then okay.
5.
Okay, so we have 2 times goo, right? Goo 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 goo. There's a second one. Yeah? How many counts is that? 6. Okay, and then we have goo, that's 1, and then we have goo, goo, that's the number 2, and then we have goo, goo, goo. How many goos do I have? I have 5. 5 times 2 is 10, and we had 6, so we have 16. Yeah. So this is. I want you to really get this concept. You have goos, 1 2, and you have goos, 1 2 3. If you just see them as little building blocks of 1 2s and 1 2 3s at one point, and you learn to play it in your rhythm, in your body as a pump, you can play any rhythm, and it's it's a little research, but it's going to be super fast for you to play any rhythm. So that is we played a 10. That was really fun. Yeah.
Do you have some YouTube video regarding this?
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, video.
Actually, I suppose we have all the videos on all these topics you're mentioning here now, so people can like link.
Yeah. Most of them I do. Yeah. So my Ditch Mama on YouTube. Most of these things are also there, explained like super easy.
Yes.
So I have a 12 rhythm there. I think I explained. And it's the same concept, of course. So we played a 10, and one of the 10s was goo, 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 goo. Yeah? And the other 10 was, you guys played it.
Huh?
Okay, I'll set it.
Okay, so
It was goo, 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 goo. That was the other 10, yeah, and it was really funky. Remember how the 10 rhythm you can make funky, and then we had toots that were working together, and with the rhythm that we were clapping before, we made choices with the goop, boop, 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 being like a motor, boop, 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 boop. And you keep like the silences, so it's very clear. Then we had this funky one where we really worked on that sharpness. Yeah, so it's completely different feel. And then we had the big melody line, which was the goo 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 goo. Yeah. So this was the part of composing something, and if you have two the same tone didgeridoos, you can easily play together. But also you can use all these little tools as composing one piece. So if I play. Yeah, and then play with soft and loud and staccato and glued together. Yeah, I think this is more or less what we did now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very
It
much.
must be.